More joy hearing this little baby than I did my own kids for the very first breath. I was completely overthrown with emotion.
Good evening, I'm Jill Daly.
And I'm Dennis Bragg. Missoula deputies say they were acting more like parents than cops when they came across an abandoned baby in the deep Montana woods over the weekend as they comforted and held the small child after hearing his faint cry.
And even as we're learning more details about the baby's rescue, detectives are trying to learn more about the man who left the little boy beneath a pile of sticks and the child's mother, who they believe were staying at a primitive camp nearby. Augusta McDonnell reports the deputy and Forest Service officer who found the baby early Sunday morning were angry as they looked for the child and then overcome with joy.
There was a lot of emotion in the room today as Deputy Ross Jessop and others talked about the moments that led up to finding the child and making such an unlikely recovery.
It had been a long, exhausting night for Ross Jessop. Search crews desperate for leads hiked late into the night, coming across debris, footprints, but no baby. Jessop says he followed his gut, but prepared for the worst.
And I just asked him, I said, Nick, will you be willing to walk up the mountain with me? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. We walked up a ways, about ready to the top of the crest of the hill, and we stopped, and I even blurted out to Nick several times, like, Nick, I'm so mad that this is happening. Like, I'm so mad that we're looking for a dead baby.
But even after 9 hours, the faint cries coming from the mouth of this 5-month-old child prompted the officers to switch off their radios, look down, and see the infant lying face down under a pile of sticks.
Police tactics, police trainings, they all went out. I saw this little tiny child. My father instincts kicked in, and I picked him up, scooped him up. We swallowed him in a down coat and a beanie hat, and I just held on to him.
He says the baby was coughing and spit sticks out of its mouth.
He was alert, but he just seemed comforted. He did. He peered into my eyes, and I peered into his eyes. I gave him kisses on the forehead, and I looked at him, and I couldn't thank the Lord Jesus enough. I was just so happy.
The infant was taken to the hospital, where this photo was taken of its small hand clutching the finger of Captain Bill Burt, who says the baby wouldn't let go while it drank 3 containers of Pedialyte supplements.
Jessop told me he doesn't like being the center of attention and credits everyone who was involved with the ground search and behind the scenes for the efforts that led up to making such a remarkable happy ending happen. In Missoula, Augusta McDonnell, MTN News.
Now, prosecutors say Francis Crowley, a fugitive from Oregon, was under the influence of both meth and bath salts when he abandoned the baby after crashing his car on a game trail in the woods.
Crowley